I definitely like to challenge myself, whether that's physically, mentally, or spiritually. But 11 hours of meditation a day was not what I had in mind when I signed up for the 10-day Silent Meditation Retreat. Hello, my wonderful people. Welcome back to Thriveida, home of all things mind, body, spirit, so we can live our most inspirational and empowered lives. Today's topic is on the 10-day silent, not Vipassana, but actually pronounced Vipassana Meditation Retreat, which is a donation-based system all over the world. And supposedly, this is the one place where the Buddha's actual meditation system survived. To kind of paint a picture as to why I would put myself through 11 hours of meditation, well, to be honest, as the Buddha says, life is suffering, and that is something I knew, of course, for the first 20 or 25 years of my life, as many of us do. And hence, I began a meditation practice maybe 5 years prior to me taking on this Vipassana 10-day silent retreat. On top of the 11 or so hours that we spend meditating there, we also are not allowed to speak to anyone. And in fact, it's advised not to even make eye contact, to go so far inward that nothing exists except you and the you in verse. I just love that play on words. To quickly draw out kind of what the whole experience is like, well, there is a system made popular by S.N. Goenka, once again, that Buddha-based system which only survived in the Myanmar region. And the system is designed to step by step bring you to a deeper and deeper understanding of this meditative system. And it starts with basic concentration exercises where for many hours for the first couple of days, you're focusing on one little area, usually of the nose, to build up your concentration abilities. And from there, step by step, you build up until you're finally using the mind to essentially send waves through your body. And now, unless you've experienced this, you will not quite understand what I mean, but I can assure you that what this brings about in terms of physiological and mental changes is extraordinary. To draw a picture, around day 4 or 5, when I would be walking around the little forest perimeter about an 1/8 mile from the meditation hall, as we're kind of contained because the whole idea is to go inward here. And I'll be walking through the forest, and all of a sudden, within moments, I would have a vivid flashback as if I'm reliving a moment when I was, let's say, 3 years old, a traumatic experience more often than not. And what this was telling me was that as I was sending these waves through my body, I would feel sensations. And in those sensations is literal memories stored in your body, made popular in the term muscular armoring. And by doing this form of meditation, I was able to finally start releasing deep held traumas. And hence, when I would be walking in that forest and having more moments alone, all of a sudden I would have bright, vivid flashbacks. And there's a concept that is stressed throughout this Vipassana experience. If you ever do get to attend, you'll hear the word equanimity, which is often used when it comes to meditation or mindfulness-based practices, yet when it comes to Vipassana, it's used a whole lot. In fact, you might have a couple opportunities throughout that 10-day experience to talk to a higher level teacher, and they will often stress one word, and that is equanimity, which essentially means non-reaction to stimulus. And hence, we learn that there is an observer, once again, behind the thoughts and the feelings and the things that we think life really encompasses. We find out there's something much deeper, much more permanent, much more almost mystical that brings an air of magic to life when we realize this. Now, the type of meditation that's used in the Vipassana Retreat is similar to the body scan mindfulness-based stress reduction meditation that was made popular by John Kabat-Zinn, if you ever heard of this program, or the body scan meditation itself. It's a simpler version of the very same Vipassana retreat meditation, supposedly Buddha's actual meditation. And I too recently recorded a guided meditation I'll link below, which utilizes the same technique. And it is a very powerful technique for potentially letting go of old trauma. So feel free to give it a listen. I'll put it in the comment section and the description. And while it was a very difficult time, it was also one of the most rewarding experiences I've ever had, because I realized that traveling, or the reason that people love traveling, isn't necessarily an external adventure, but the whole idea of why we travel is for the internal growth, because anywhere you go, there you are, as the saying goes. And lastly, I want to add that I had an awesomely hilarious experience at one point in this meditation, because around probably day 6, we were sitting in the meditation hall. It's probably about 200 people, the men on one section, the women on the other. And I remember for the first time in that experience, hearing an actual female cough nearby. And I must say, my heart jumped with the joy. I felt butterflies in my stomach, and I remembered, my God, is feminine energy beautiful. But if nothing else, the experience really made me appreciate the little things. Every meal became extraordinary. In fact, there's way too much to list in this video as to reasons why I think it is such an awesome experience, but I'm going to make another video and I'll link that below as well. I hope you found this interesting, and if you have any questions about it, feel free to leave a question in the comments section. And don't forget, I'm going to be adding the body scan guided meditation below. Feel free to give that a watch and a listen, and I am sure you're going to be more relaxed than maybe you have ever been. Please do leave a like, as it helps immensely. In the comments, leave any future topics you'd like me to cover. Please do subscribe if you haven't already, and share this with anyone it might help. Have a beautiful day, my friends.